guys, welcome to another CHP Paranormal Investigation. We are at, what are they calling this place?
Woodbeam Manor.
Yeah, Woodbeam Manor. This is the place that was said to be on Indian burial ground. Now, upon research that us and another team have done, there is no confirmation at all that this is actual Indian burial ground whatsoever. I understand that we're in Florida and, you know, you probably throw a stone to hit Indian burial ground, but as far as we know, this is not actual Indian burial ground right here. So, sacred Indian burial ground. So, I want to just put that rumor there to rest on this place. Sorry if I've hurt anybody else's pride by saying so, but until you could prove me with documentation that this place is exactly historical sacred Indian burial ground right here, which I have yet to be able to find, like I said, I haven't been able to find nothing that says it. So,
And real quick, before we get started into the house, we want to say thank you to our friends at Spectral Researchers of Central Florida.
yes.
Check out their channel. They're amazing, and we've been on several investigations with them since we first started, and they're good. They're good people.
Yes, they are.
And we want to give a shout out to our friends at Ink Wolves.
Yes, if you're ever in the Tampa Bay area and you get that itch for a tattoo, you must go check out our friends at Ink Wolves. They're the ones who did mine and my wife's last couple tattoos that we've gotten. Great, amazing job they do down there. Thank you guys for the support of the channel.
And their piercer, Yaya. She did my septum piercing. She is amazing.
Yes. And none of them asked us to do it. We were doing it because they do their support with us in our channel, guys. So thank you very much. Now let's go ahead and get this investigation going. Go ahead, and I'm gonna let you kind of go in the house first. I want to walk this way real quick because on a precautionary period. Reason I can't have the bright light around.
Alright guys, we're gonna start our walkthrough of the house. Chad's gonna join us in just a minute. We're coming in from what looks like the carport or garage area to the side of the house. You good?
Yeah, we're good.
So, when you pull up to this place, it really doesn't look as big. But once you get to the actual entrance, this place is freaking huge.
Yeah, you got bedrooms down here to your, you got a bedroom over here to your left.
Oh, sorry guys, that was my backpack.
Some kind of
That was my backpack hitting a door.
maybe a billiard room, game room, some type.
Some type of den, playroom, living room. Can't say a bedroom because
Yeah.
by requirement standards, it must have a closet to be a bedroom, which this room does not. But we do have cabinetry here. And it looks like entrance to the attic.
Yeah. It might be like a little office because here's a healthcare provider.
And this wall is all cork board, so yeah, it could have been an at-home office.
Very strange that there's a,
Bale of hay.
yeah. Because I've already ran through this house and walked through this house to clear it. So
Yeah, when we're coming to a location, whether we've been there once or 100 times, we always clear the building. These are abandoned homes for the most part and could very well have squatters in them at any point in time. So for your safety, and so you don't scare the crap out of somebody just looking for a safe place to sleep, clear the house.
Yeah, I mean, if you do run into a squatter, you know, just apologize to them. You know, don't get into a hissy fit with them. Apologize to them, let them know that you don't mean any harm. Ask if maybe they would mind if you are...
That's a fairly newer looking nice pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
And I'm sorry guys, for the most part, I don't care what it is you find. Don't take stuff home. Come on, let's just be smart about that one.
Yeah, anytime you're on an investigation of abandoned places, you don't take anything home with you that you find, no matter how cool it looks. It's a lot of...
Whoa, yeah, it's a soft spot in the floor. That is a lot of broken glass there. So this leads out to a door.
Yeah.
It goes to another... What?
I don't know if that was me.
You stepped on glass.
Yeah, but it sounded like it came from in front of me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you stepped on glass.
Just double check.
Okay, so we've made a round, really nice fireplace. Well, it was at one time. And there apparently is a second floor. Did you test the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of broken glass. Broken hand. Okay, that's not actually real safe right there. Okay. I mean, offhand, I don't get any weird feelings, so to speak. Like,
No.
it just seems like an abandoned, really nice, well, at one time, really nice home.
Yeah.
That's been abandoned for quite some time. There's a lot of soft spots in the floor up here, so I'm very hesitant to go too far.
That's fine. I mean, as you guys can see, we just walked the whole house with...
Now this is walled off. That's really interesting to me. Perhaps a balcony?
Perhaps at one time.
Maybe walled off for safety reasons?
That, and I would say this is where they probably put their bed. You know.
I still feel like there's more to the house that we're missing. That you can see from the outside as you approach.
Oh, yeah. But, what's it?
God, my heart is beating like 1,000 miles a minute.
Well, it's from the same thing. But yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know. I'm not getting any crazy, icky feelings.
Nothing feels out of place, period. It just, I feel like we're in the shell of what was once a really nice house.
I mean, I haven't gone as far back as to try to trace the owners and the history of this place. The most that we've done was try to confirm the sacred Indian burial ground deal. So,
And you know, there's something my husband and I were talking about earlier. We've heard that when some of these other YouTubers come out and investigate these abandoned places, that they find after we come out and they find that we got some form of level activity, even minor activity, that they seem to be, that they're genuinely shocked that we really got activity here. But my husband and I were kind of discussing this earlier, and he had what I thought was a pretty damn solid theory on the matter. Yeah, go for it, please.
Alright, guys. Thing is, you know, we've said it time and time before on our channel, just a little bit of knowledge is just enough to make you dangerous. With that being said, when you come into places and you're wanting to amp it up, you know, so you decide to start drawing sigils, you know,
Whether you know what they mean or not.
you know, you're opening up doorways, and we open up doorways when we do our spirit communications. You know, we open up a gateway to the spirit world so spirits can talk to us. And when you're not properly closing them at the end, just because you don't see us do it all the time on video doesn't mean we don't properly close our communications. You know, we try to close every time that we do it. That's a responsible thing to do. So I mean, if you're leaving a little bit of a gateway open, okay, now a spirit or two might be floating around, you know, and that's how we're getting more and more spirit communications in a place that wasn't originally even haunted.
And it seems to me that the more we follow up behind people that routinely go to the same places, it's almost like each time we go back, there's a little bit more activity than the last time. Well, and it's like with any door or window you open for communication, the more you use it, the more open it becomes, the more can come through and leak through.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not surprising to get higher levels of communication when returning to the same place.
Me back real quick.
Yeah. Flashlight.
Oops, sorry. Sorry guys, I was scratching my
Bag.
Alright, but in
He's
this,
a counter right there.
yeah. So, but for the sake of investigating, to just do it thorough instead of just walking around here going, well, this was a bust because we don't feel like there's anything here. We did drive a long way to get here. So,
SB7.
that's exactly what I was gonna do today.
And this is why we work together.
I'll use the SP7 and I'll go ahead and do a necrophonic session just for two of them. See if we're all these wires.
Yeah, I got a lot of cords in there.
You got over.
Well, it's our traveling bag with all our
Okay.
equipment.
I'm looking in the wrong spot anyways for the cord I was looking for.
I mean, now when we were outside doing our intro, I heard like moving around in the brush area, but that could easily be attributed to a possum or a raccoon.
I actually did see a possum on the way back out.
So, see, there you go. Just because we heard some rustling in the bushes doesn't mean, you know, a demon's trying to jump out and get us. You know, it was fluffy.
So,
And as responsible investigators, there is a process of elimination that should be taken before calling something a paranormal activity or response. It's a science for a reason.
so here we go, guys. If there's any spirits in this house that would like to communicate with us, I've got this device in my hand that you can use to talk to us in real time. and we'll be able to communicate back and forth to possibly get your story and see if you could confirm or unconfirm this place being a ancient sacred Indian burial ground.
And so the tool my husband's using right now is the SB7 spirit box. You want to explain to them, for those who have never seen one of our videos, when we use this tool, how it works?
Okay guys, what it's doing is it's running through radio stations. I run mine in reverse at 150 milliseconds. That's a 0.15 of a second. So when you hear a clear word come through, that is initially a spirit coming through. Like that right there. Because for us to get a clear response like that for how fast it's going through these stations, every station behind it would have to be saying a syllable of that word in that exact time and pattern, which is almost mathematically impossible. So, alright, can you tell us if this place used to be a sacred Indian burial ground, please? Are you one of the former owners of this house?
Almost sounded like an it's me, but hard to tell.
I didn't know if it said that's me or it's me.
It's very weak.
Very, very weak.
So we could be the ones, like I said, a couple other people have been here before. They might have left a small window open, you know, one that may not have been here prior. Babe.
Huh. I was looking up front because I thought I saw lights.
I know.
So, hold on, I'm trying to make sure there's nobody else coming up on us. That's the bad part. There's a very busy road right next to us, and I'm just making sure that we have no other visitors coming through at the time. So please excuse me if you see me staring off in the direction. All right. Can you please let us know if this used to be your house? Can you tell us how you ended up here? I heard you saying it's me, that's me. Whoever's saying it's me, that's me, can you give us a name, please?
We're really not getting much of anything. It's extremely weak, which leads me to believe that its origin is not this house.
Yeah. Well, thank you for communicating with us.
You're welcome. I got that one. You're welcome.
I'll turn this off now.
I mean, and there are spirits.
Your device is off.
There are spirits that will look for any available opportunity to communicate. You know, so like I said, as weak as that was coming through, I find it very hard to believe that this house was its origin.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it just, and at the same time, and there's some people who are going to be like, well, you guys aren't there as late as these other investigators. You know, they get there at 3 o'clock in the morning and the witching hour.
Well, that only means the veil is thinner and communication can become more clear. That still doesn't satisfy that this is the originating location for the spirit communication.
I mean, if this place was legitimately haunted, we would get responses. Alright guys, we just hit our 20-minute mark. I apologize for that. But this place was legitimately haunted. We'd already be getting knocks and different responses and your normal soft, I mean, depending on what kind of haunting is going on. If this place had the poltergeist activity that a lot of these other YouTubers were claiming it to be, by the time I walked in and did the walk around myself, things would have been banging and, you know, I'd have been on the walkie telling my wife to hurry up and get the camera.
Equipment would be draining.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, it was a beautiful home at one time, but that's about it.
So we're gonna go ahead for the sake, and I know there's some people out there that say if you see them using the apps on the phone, they're fake. I'm on the other side of that argument due to the fact that I have gotten intelligent responses on the necrophonic, the ghost tube. I've gotten intelligent responses.
And we've been able to verify those intelligent responses with use of the SB7, the dowsing rods, pendulum. We've used more than one communication device. We've used them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, there was one time that on one of the apps we got at the Frank Lloyd Wright house, we got the word cancer came through. Come to find out, the guy who owned the house was not murdered, but died of cancer.
And then there was, he got on Grady, because he got on the same app. He got the word perfume. What he didn't know was that at the same time that he was getting the word perfume, as I was crossing from one room into the next room, I hit this pocket of air that just smelled very floral and perfume-like.
And I mean, we even got the name Bobby there, and Bobby was the name of the guy who died of cancer that owned the Frank Lloyd Wright house. So once again, you know, these are things we didn't know going in, but when we got these things, we started doing our research, and that's when we learned that the guy's name was Bobby. And
well, we actually met the family member, his nephew.
But he didn't tell us the name.
No, he didn't give us his uncle's name.
He didn't give up his uncle's name. We had to do the research ourselves and come to find out, but we don't know if he died of cancer in the house or at the hospital. But that being said, that is why I don't disregard the apps on the phone, because it's like anything else. You're opening up a doorway, you're giving something a way to respond to you, you know. So I mean, it's a judgment call.
And it's more corroboration for the other devices that we use in spirit communication. It's the same thing as standing there and me taking 3 still shots back to back for comparison.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this. The necrophonic app. Alright, so any spirits, and especially the one that said it's me that's here, and that's the same question. Are you the spirit that used to live in this house?
That wasn't really...
Are you just a traveling through spirit?
Are you merely giving responses because a doorway for communication was open to you?
Maybe. Is it maybe? Is this house on ancient sacred Indian burial grounds?
I have to listen to that on playback, but I don't think so. No. I heard a couple, is it?
Alright. Do you guys only come around when other groups come here at night?
Spirits jump. I made that much out. So you're saying, do you jump from place to place just trying to get people to hear you? Got it. Yeah. Do you even know where you are? No. So you're just here because people were willing to talk to you and listen. It sounds, it's hard to tell a lot of those responses. It's still very weak, even through that.
Well, I thank you for communicating with us. I'm going to turn this off now. You are not allowed to attach to our equipment. You are not allowed to attach to us. You must go back to where you came from. So, alright guys, so pretty much right now I would have to say
Our theory's fairly solid.
yeah, I'm gonna say that it's a fairly sound theory that we got going, because I mean we've been standing right here in the same spot now for the past couple. I know that's gonna be kind of boring for you guys, but there's nothing going on around us to make us wanna
Move.
explore.
No footsteps, no knocking, no bumps, no odd air movements, no smells.
No, it's been the same way from when I came in and did my walkthrough originally. So,
Granted, this is just a theory, and like any theory in any science, you have to test that theory over and over and over again before you can really...
I found an S-Box ghost scanner.
Oh, that's
Use it manually.
hilarious. So somebody brought new equipment here.
And they get the same S-Box that I've got, the orange one.
Which, by the way, sucks.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it does. It's a waste. I mean, I don't. That's why you don't see me use it as much. But
It's like the scanning is off in it.
yeah.
It takes too long going through the different stations. The SB7 is still my favorite so far.
100% my favorite so far. So, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and step outside, guys, and another short video for you guys. You know,
I mean, we appreciate you following us and coming through with us. And I'm sorry that it wasn't exactly exciting, but that's part of what we do. You spend hours and hours of waiting and attempting communication without a response half the time. And
truthfully, guys, this place on a paranormal level is about as real as the Ranonautica app. I'm sorry. I've got to say the Ranonautica app is a dud.
not once have we found anything. Well, I can't say we haven't run into anything interesting, but we've had more fun being with each other.
Yeah.
Doing it.
It's more. I'm more along the lines now with my wife. It's a social experiment.
Thank
To
you.
get people to get out and go and explore and do stuff together.
It's like Pokemon Go for adult paranormal lovers and adults.
Yeah, and for a sense of adventure. I mean, truthfully, haven't found any weird notes. Haven't had cars following us. You know, I've been chased off a dirt road once. You know, me and Grady we were chased off a dirt road once, but that's because we're down some backwoods country dirt road with a few houses on it, so they were just running us off their area, possibly meth heads, you know, don't know. But other than that, I mean,
Nothing sinister.
Nothing like I've seen on all the other YouTubers that are doing.
Or even the claims that they're making. I'm sorry.
You know, so with that being said, guys, I thank you guys for watching our video. Once again, big shout out to Ink Wolves. Huge shout out to Debbie and Rob and the rest of spectral researchers of Central Florida. We love you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. You can follow us on our other social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all with the name of CHP Paranormal Investigations. And if you, a family member or a friend, got a place that you guys think that might possibly be haunted and you would like us to come and investigate it, or if you would also know that it's haunted and you would like a cleansing and want us to come and perform the cleansing and investigation, you could reach us on any of our social media platforms, but especially on our email at chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. That's chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. Thank you guys. Remember, have your earbuds in when you're listening, just in case something happened in the background we didn't hear. Share, like, and subscribe. Until the next time, I'll see you on the next haunt.